Hello, I'm here in the Dominican Republic, and I'm going to be providing you with information on three important programs here and how they affect students and teachers on a day-to-day basis. Uh, Before we get into that, though, I'm just going to do a brief history of the Dominican Republic, just so that you can get some context for where these policies came from and why they are at the levels that they are. Enjoy. The Dominican Republic was first inhabited by the Taino people in the 7th century. They lived in relative isolation until Christopher Columbus landed on the island in 1492 and built the first permanent European settlement in the Americas. After 3 centuries of Spanish rule, with French and Haitian interludes, the country became independent in 1821. After they had gained their independence, there was a scramble for power and influence, and the country experienced 134 years of revolutions, dictators, and authoritarian governments, with little care for the people. It wasn't until 1978 that the Dominican Republic had a representative democracy, and is currently being led by the democratically elected president, Danilo Medina. Now that you got a good understanding of Dominican history and its volatile political status, you can understand why some of its education has actually been pushed down on its priority list. That being said, it wasn't until 1994 that we saw some real programs that actually affected some change in the Dominican Republic. It started off with curriculum reform, and what that did is it actually just gave teachers a better and clearer understanding of what they would be teaching throughout the country. This didn't have a large impact nationwide, but there was single pockets that did see improvement, like in the capital, Santo Domingo. This actually led the government to its next program. In 1997, it passed a general education law, and this did have a lot more of an effect. Basically, what the law did is it provided education, pre-primary education for 5-year-olds, and it improved the sheer attendance rate of all the students that could attend. Even though things did improve, in 2002, 25% of young children still did not have access to pre-primary education. And among the poorest population, only 16% were enrolled in pre-primary education. Recognizing that these two programs quite hadn't brought the education system where it needs to be, the World Bank teamed up with the government, and together they poured $62 million into the Early Childhood Education Project. Basically what this project did is it actually provided textbooks and to teachers and to students, and also made the curriculum more available, built schools. Basically all three of these laws and programs are going to affect me and my teaching directly. Because there is greater education at a younger level, we have to worry about literacy a little bit less, and also we're able to teach the moral and civic education section of the early childhood education project. This was in addition to the monetary resources and the textbooks that they provided. This is actually additions to the curriculum itself. And basically, this part of the curriculum was teaching Dominican students important roles in the government itself and how to understand and live in a democratic society. So just important things like children's rights and responsibilities, the authority and coexistence, and also just the government itself, so how it functions and the rights and responsibilities of its citizens. So these programs have affected children all throughout the Dominican Republic, and for my experience and for Capcana Heritage School. The one that affects us the most is the Dominican Republic Early Childhood Education Project, because that added the extra parts of the curriculum that we go over now. So those are the three biggest programs that are currently affecting the Dominican Republic, and I hope you have a clear idea of how these not only affect Dominicans but also teachers and myself as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching my video.